It's 2 o'clock. The Interceptor team are patrolling the dual carriageways in Southend. This part of the county is covered by the Langdon unit, and today they're out in numbers. As well as their high-speed pursuit cars, they've got their slowest vehicle out, the ANPR van. Its cameras read the licence plates of every passing car and call in a pursuit team if something looks dodgy. 2 passing cars have just triggered a warning, and the Interceptors have been dispatched to stop them. Roger's at the controls at 152 mph Evo, whilst beside him, Russ is keeping an eye on the target cars.
There's 2 vehicles gone past the van. Look like they're together. They're both subject of intelligence reports saying that they're involved or possibly involved in dealing drugs. Mark's behind them now, so we're going to stop both vehicles and potentially search them, see what they've got on them, see what they're doing. Mark's going to try and stop the first one. An added bonus on this one, the only person who's short to drive is a female and we've got a male driver. So.
Russ and Roger move in on a silver Peugeot. Whilst up ahead, Mark tries to tug the BMW. No bother so far. Just ahead of the Peugeot, the suspect BMW has pulled into the pavement, but its driver isn't stopping to talk. That's him in the pink shirt. He's so desperate not to be searched that he's run out into 4 lanes of fast-moving traffic.
Bloke waking up on foot with drugs in his hand, got a bag in his hand now.
Russ and Mark have to follow on foot into the moving traffic.
Wait there.
As the others run, Roger goes to see the Peugeot driver. Over the fence and the man in the pink shirt has vanished. And Roger's got a problem too. Seeing his chance, the Peugeot driver's floored it away. Roger gets after him in the Evo, but it looks like both men might have escaped the Interceptors.
Vehicle backing off, vehicle backing off. Vehicle lost, vehicle lost.
With the Peugeot driver long gone, it's even more important to find the man who ran. Interceptor Mark Hemingway was the officer who pulled the BMW over. He's now brought his Subaru round to help look for him.
I see one male, slim build, approximately 20 years, carrying a white and blue bag.
The foot chase has led into a local estate. A concerned citizen has spotted something.
In the gas van,
Yeah.
about 10 minutes ago,
Yeah.
right, and
Yeah.
he looked in a bit of distress. He said, wonder if you could help me. I said, well, what do you want? What's the matter? He said, don't matter. And he went off running.
How
through
old?
there.
What was he wearing?
He had a pink top on,
Right,
but he
okay,
took
that's
it
it.
off.
That's all right, that's all right.
He took it off
That's
and he
right.
had a tattoo on his back. He's
Yeah.
in his mid-20s.
Officer Russ Jardine has joined Roger in his search for the missing Peugeot. And at a nearby garage, they've had a stroke of luck. The Peugeot's been dumped, but the driver's vanished.
Sunroof's open on the Peugeot, Rog.
They'll have to figure out how to get in and search the motor.
Flick the outdoor around him. I don't want to lose my asp. We've managed to gain access to the Peugeot.
They're looking for any evidence that proves their suspicions of drug dealing. Nothing found. Out on the road, Mark's worried. The runaway must be in the area, but there's no sign of him. Could be the suspects have escaped the law. Mark Hemingway is hot on the trail of the runaways. They're looking for a shirtless man with a tattooed back. And up ahead, a man's been spotted who fits the bill. But is it their target?
Cool. Anything you do, somebody give an evidence. So this guy here I recognise as being the driver of the BMW. We've now got both vehicles. What we're going to do now is call for a dog unit. The helicopter's on its way. We're going to see if we can find the bag that he's discarded, and obviously we'll search the vehicle to see what else we can find.
A search of the guy doesn't yield any drugs, but it does reveal a tasty pair of pink pence. They know he dropped incriminating evidence when he ran, and that could be a big problem for the officers on the ground.
What's happened is, as he's run across the main dual carriageway, the bag that he's got, he's thrown some stuff onto the floor, and it's in the live carriageway, or just by the central reservation. Mark can see it. It looks like bags of probably cocaine or something of that description. So what we're going to do is go back down, put a rolling block in, so Mark can actually go out into the carriageway and retrieve whatever it is that's been thrown into the floor.
Russ will use his Evo to stop all traffic on the fast-moving carriageway and make it safe for Mark to carry out a search. If they can't find the drugs, they won't have a case. It's vital that they get to the middle of the carriageway sharpish.
Oh, there's Mark. I don't know if you can see.
Mark's found something. And a second bag has been found on the other side of the fence. The team have hit the jackpot.
Another.
Hundreds of wraps of cocaine.
So that's another 3, 1, 2, 3. There's 4 bags there, probably containing what, 100 wraps each? Plus the 4 bags that he dropped in the middle of the carriageway. He's going to be in a fair bit of trouble now.
This will be the weekend deals. You know, it's a Friday afternoon. He's got to obviously pick them up from wherever he's getting them from, come back to his part of the world and deal out ready for the weekend.
And there's something else the dealer ran off and left behind. His very expensive Beamer.
So he lost his car, got his phones, all his drugs. It's been a very expensive day. And he's in custody. It just gets better.
The dealer risked his life to escape across the dual carriageway, but he couldn't outwit the cops. He was charged with failing to stop and later pleaded guilty to intent to supply drugs. Cops found 500 wraps of cocaine in the bags with a street value of 10 grand. Enough to keep a large chunk of Essex off its head if the cops hadn't nicked him. It's Sunday afternoon near Debden. This is the Chigwell Interceptor team's manor, and the M11 runs right through it and down into London. Today it's Officer Dave Wheeler's turn to patrol the motorway. He's single-crewed in the Evo, but up ahead there's a car full of blokes who've just triggered off a warning on the ANPR van.
Yeah, some information come through that a vehicle we're trying to catch up with. The occupants may be concerned in the supply of drugs, so we're just going to try and catch up with them.
A quick scoot in the Evo, and Dave's behind the target car.
Pull over. Vehicle stopped 200 yards from Blunts. Can just jump out for us? Come round. It's all right, stay there. Is it your vehicle?
Yes, mate.
Is it registered to you?
Yes, it is.
Who are these gentlemen?
He's my friend.
Yeah.
And
Think about it.
Do you have any identification on you? No. Nothing at all? No. Have you got any identification on you?
anything?
Not a bank card or nothing?
I have.
You have?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Right, we've got some information to suggest that there may be drugs in the vehicle.
Yeah.
Do you have any drugs in here?
No.
Before, because we're going to carry out a complete search on the vehicle and you and the occupants.
No.
Right, have you got any drugs in the vehicle? No.
Another officer has arrived to help with the search.
We're going to carry out a search of the vehicle and your persons under Section 23 of the Misuse of Drugs Act.
Right.
All right? A record of the search will be made and you can go and get a copy if you require one.
Okay,
all right?
Yeah.
If you go with my colleague first, he'll search you first.
Time for a quick search of this lad.
Right, if you stay where you are for the time being, mate. Right, do me a favour, just take your cap off for us so I can see there's nothing under there. Yeah. And you pop that back on, so that's all sorted. Right, just turn around and face me. Just get it out in your hand.
Condom, lighter.
Right, I don't really want to see the condom. I'm not interested in that.
All right.
You just stand over there for me. No, we've searched for 3 persons. Andy's found a pipe, but nothing exciting.
Intuition is telling Dave something's not right.
What's your name, mate? First name or last name?
That's my first name.
What's your last name?
Now he's given a different name.
Day of birth? Yeah, Russ, he's staying, he shouldn't be known by us. Right, confirm this bloke's day house.
Yeah, okay.
Confirm this bloke's day house. The only one we can't find is you. Right, what we're going to do, we're going to bring up a mobile fingerprint machine, just to put you on that, just to confirm one way or the other. All right? No, it shouldn't take too long.
Would you like to call anyone?
Well, no, because they could be anybody, couldn't they? Yeah. Or it could be your mate hiding behind a bush saying, yeah, it's him.
This is the device. It's called a lantern and is a completely portable fingerprint scanner. It has access to 7 million fingerprints. But can it find his?
If you give me your right finger, that one there, just pop it on there for me. Yeah, that'll do, that's got that one. And your left finger, same one. So, take off.
The fingerprint matches a police record. The lad is known.
Right, what other names you go by then?
Pardon?
What other names you go by?
I don't go by any other name.
Right, you're wanted for robbery. Therefore, you're under arrest on suspicion of robbery. Of course, you don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence. If you don't mention when questioned, so much later relying in court. Anything you do so may be given in evidence. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, kiss your arms.
I'll put this in my pocket.
Yeah.
Phone thing for me.
Put that across there.
For robbery?
Yeah.
Right, you come and sit in my vehicle and go to the police station. Yeah.
The British Transport Police want to talk to this lad about multiple robberies at railway stations.
I'll see you now, mate.
This tricky customer was later charged with 3 counts of robbery. His 2 mates were allowed to go off on their way.
You are shaking like video, you are. Look at your hands.
Basil to make Tesco's.
We'll take your top off in.
Vehicle check, please, and a couple of name checks when you're free.
Out in the countryside near Langdon, Danny and Steve have stopped a car they believe to be involved in a theft.
We saw this car go past us and we actually thought they were someone else. We turned around to follow it. We've stopped it. We've taken their details and checked them out, and it appears they've got some sort of history with drug abuse.
You don't use needles any of you, do you?
No.
Steve needs to be careful when searching the car.
Not really going to find anything in the car at all.
Got anything around there? Around your backside? All right.
We've got to search your car. I ain't about to go doing it when you've got needles in the glove box. Now, what have you got in there?
I didn't know there was needles.
Don't give me that. You've got silver foil in there. You've been doing all sorts of in there. Needles in there.
I swear down.
What else is in? What else is in there that we've got to be aware of? Because I'm going to go get a needle in my finger. Well, whatever. You're driving it. It's your motor at the moment. So what else is in there?
Steve is right to be cautious. Drug paraphernalia can carry infectious diseases. Not only are there needles in the glove box, Danny spotted 4 joints.
Sure. Got all these legs of lamb out your nails. You're talking. Right.
Well, tell us where they come from, or I'll just arrest you now for sus theft, both of you.
Just told you where they come from. Yeah.
Don't believe
Your
me, mate.
nans.
Yeah.
You stole them from your nans. Where's your nan live?
The cops are not falling for any of his lamb excuses.
Mate,
Just tell me what shop it's come from.
I ain't nicked them from
Look,
no shop, mate. Just telling you, I ain't nicked them from no shop.
Listen to me, right? I can make life very, very difficult for you, right? I'm asking you to tell me where you've got them from. The fact is you're going to come in either way, so once the decision's been made you're going to get nicked, you may as well say where it's come from.
It's off to the station.
and inside the car we found a lot of frozen meat. I think there's 4 or 5 lamb joints. That's not really the sort of thing you carry about on a warm Sunday afternoon. So we spoke to him about it. He wouldn't account for where it came from, so he's been arrested on suspicion of theft.
No further action was taken with the female driver, but the meathead got a 6-week suspended sentence for theft and was forced to enter a drug rehabilitation program. Clacton-on-Sea, one of Britain's busiest seaside resorts in the 1970s, is now more tailored to those seeking a quiet retirement than all-night raving. However, what from the outside can look like a peaceful, unassuming residential area can often be hiding something altogether more sinister, as the Interceptors are about to find out.
They've got intelligence about a big drugs factory or a place used for drying cannabis in the Clacton area. So we've shot over to Clacton to help them with the method of entry and forcing entry to the premises.
Driving straight from an ANPR operation, PC Grant Snow is in the not-so-high-spec transit van. The police have just received information from a member of the public about a property believed to be a drugs den. They need to get in there as quickly as possible, so Grant, along with Interceptors Flinny and Emily, have been called for an emergency briefing at the Clacton Retail Park.
We've got the force support unit here. They've got various ram systems that can be used to force a door frame. The warrant's already here. We've had a briefing. We've got an unmarked unit at the scene, keeping an eye on the house to make sure nobody comes and goes. We'll be going to the address en masse, one vehicle parking out the front, the others down the side. We'll then go up the driveway, force entry to the property, secure it at the rear and then gain entry and start searching it, see if we find any drugs and detain anyone that's in the house.
A lot of time and resources have been ploughed into this job, and the Interceptors are optimistic.
In fact, the house isn't made of brickwork, the house is made of cannabis. Don't hit it too hard, it'll fall down.
After a quick briefing, the team hit the road. Essex Police are specialists at forced entry. Every detail of the raid has been meticulously planned.
They'll go in that road, all the way around, so they're all going to come round past where that bloke's standing now by the hedge, and that should be the house there on the corner.
Cautiously moving into position, the cops prepare to creep up on the target property. It's crunch time.
Police! There we are!
They made short work of the door, but there's no sign that anyone's actually living in the house. And more worryingly, there's no sign of any drugs either.
Oh, you must be joking. I found it.
Have you found it?
Yeah, well.
There we have about £20 worth.
Hardly Epping Forest, but the team are convinced there's something bigger, and they won't rest till they find it. Meanwhile, Grant can see that these saplings are just the first stage of a much bigger operation.
They start off growing like that underneath artificial lighting, and they just grow up with the heat. When they're only about 2 inches, they've got quite a bit more growing to do. You're not going to get much out of that. I'm used to seeing cannabis plants that are sort of 2 or 3 foot tall.
A bit like the ones the team have discovered downstairs.
It's a little bit more substantial in the garage.
This is a massive drugs operation with the entire room set up specifically for the cultivation of cannabis.
It's a bit more like it, makes the warrant a bit more worthwhile, doesn't it? I was a bit disappointed when we went upstairs and just found that little tray. But to find all of these...
Marijuana farming is a growing business, with 90% of the illegal substance now produced in UK factories like this, with setups becoming more and more sophisticated.
You can see where they've insulated it to try and keep all the heat and light in. And they've gone to a lot of expense getting in a proper extraction system, keep it well ventilated.
Outside, the team then discover an even bigger drugs plantation, 3 times the size of the first one.
This outbuilding in the rear garden is a very similar setup to the garage. Just that there is one mature cannabis plant. Pick all the leaves off, dry them out, bag them up, sell them on, and then more leaves grow back. Probably get about 10, 15 little bags off of that. It's about £10 for a bag. There's about 115, 120 plants in here and 70 odd plants in the front. That's nearly 200 plants in total. Quite profitable.
And he's not wrong. With Grant's estimate of 200 plants, this factory could potentially produce around £20,000 worth of cannabis each month. Drug gangs running these operations usually hire someone to do all the growing and take all the risk. And this one appears to be no different.
They've got, obviously, all the necessary chemicals. And then up here, Cannaveg 25 millilitre per 10 litre, Terraflors 50 millilitre. So maybe the people that are looking after this aren't that experienced and somebody else has told them how to grow it.
The cultivation and distribution of drugs is a dangerous business, so it's no surprise that Grant discovers a variety of weapons.
Very large knife, just left out on the side. And next to that, a nice set of brass knuckle dusters and a nice set of chromed up knuckle dusters. Knuckle dusters only have one purpose, and that's to cause injury to people. Probably use those to defend themselves when they're out with the drugs. It's a shame we didn't catch anyone here today, but the way it's all set up with the irrigation system and electric lights on timers, they're probably only coming in once a week just to feed and water everything, and then going away, leaving it to do its own stuff, and then coming back to harvest it.
As in this case, a tip-off from a member of the public is often the only way these factories get discovered, but it's a miracle anyone's noticed it at all.
Anyone walking past, this is just a normal house, they wouldn't think it's a drugs factory. And this could be going on in any street, could be going on next door to someone. No idea. What we need is people to be a little bit observant, and if they do see something suspicious, give the police a ring, and then we can come down and deal with it and see what we find. Because this easily could have been a terrorist cell, not just cannabis, it could have been a terrorist cell. No one around here would have known about it.
Officers seized and destroyed over 300 cannabis plants from this factory, with a street value of around 100 grand. It's halfway through the late shift and the Interceptors are out in the unmarked Vectra. It's not as powerful or as fast as the Evos or the Scooby, but it allows the Interceptors to get a little bit closer to suspect vehicles without being noticed. Behind the wheel tonight is Sergeant Jerry Parker. And sitting alongside him manning the radio is PC Russell Gay. They're on the lookout for Millennium burglars.
Romeo 72 PNC.
And a car in front of them catches their attention. With 3 males on board driving around at this time of night, it fits the bill for a burglary gang. And it's registered to an address in London, not Essex.
Yeah, check. Broadmain, Basildon, on a 2.
There's nothing obviously wrong with the car, but Jerry and Russell both have a hunch that it's dodgy.
Just a scumpy looking motor, really. It's dirty on the back.
Just don't like the look of it. Might be something, might be nothing.
Hello there. Is it your car?
Yeah, it's my car, yeah.
The men might all be completely innocent, but it is suspicious.
What are you doing up here then?
I live up here.
Yeah, no, around here.
Around here, we're just going up, just past the garage, and then, you know, up Paycock Road?
Yeah.
Just going up towards, like, the KFC up there.
Have you got your licence on you?
Yeah, I have, yeah. There you go.
You ever been in trouble with this before?
Oh, bits and bobs when I was a bit younger.
You've grown out of that now, then?
Yeah.
Is that your brother in the back?
That's my little brother, yeah.
I thought I recognised the...
Yeah, similar, right?
OK, mate, well, what I'm going to do is we've had a lot of burglaries in this area recently. Yeah. OK, so I'm going to search your vehicle.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
right, mate, is there anything in the vehicle that you shouldn't have?
Nah, not at all.
Right, gents, how you doing?
There don't appear to be any stolen goods in the car, but there is something wrong with it.
Just come out here for us.
Jerry's had a whiff of something.
Right, just keep your hands out your pockets. Right, the car itself, Russ, do you want to just search that, lad, under section 23 as well? You can smell what appears to be cannabis, so whether there's been a joint smoked in there earlier today or another time.
Yeah.
OK, so I'm going to search you for any controlled drugs. Have you got anything on you shouldn't have?
only thing is grinding, right?
Well, you got a grinder.
That's it, yeah.
Okay, mate.
The grinder suggests that the youth had been smoking cannabis, but it's not enough to make an arrest, though Jerry's sure he's onto something.
You really stink of cannabis, don't you?
But he still can't find any drugs, until a small bag falls on the ground.
Okay, mate, you're now under arrest for possession of a controlled drug. You've seen that drop out on the floor. And to be fair, I thought I saw you conceal something when I'd stopped. Put your hand across your body. No, across your body, across the front, like that, like that. And this one. Yeah, I'll take all your property off you in a sec.
I'm being nicked.
Okay, because you found that, mate, you're under arrest for possession of Class B drug. You didn't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention in question. Something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
Adult, innit?
Yes, mate.
It belongs to me, innit?
All right.
I'm 18, so you can give me a written thing as personal use, innit?
Belongs.
Even though I don't use it, but it's mine, innit? I own it, innit?
All right, come over here then.
Now the older brother's claiming that the drugs are his.
In that case, mate, you're under arrest as well.
All right, that's all right.
So you both are now.
Why am I under arrest, though? Because I'm 18 years of age.
I'll explain that to you in a minute.
I'm 18 years of age.
Give your hand. Give me your hand.
Are you dumb?
Age's got nothing to do with it, mate.
It does, mate.
Okay.
It does, trust me.
Well, me policeman, you not, so...
Yeah, well, whatever.
Come stand next to me colleague.
Arguing about points of law with a police officer, perhaps not the best idea in the world. It seems that Big Brother's trying to take the rap for his younger sibling in the misguided belief that as he's 18, he'll be given a street caution and both of them will be let go.
I'm trying to get down the station and go sleep.
But in fact, it means they're both being nicked. Not that they seem too bothered about it.
You think I ain't got school tomorrow, innit?
Yeah. Well, we're deployed down here trying to combat burglaries that are going on in the area. And this is 3 males in a car. It's a typical millennium-type job where they'll come out in 3s and 4s to steal cars. They're from London, lots of previous from burglary, so it might well be that this arrest now disrupted them from doing something else. We'll never know.
Because of his insistence that the drugs belong to him, the 18-year-old Big Brother was given a caution for possession of cannabis. No further action was taken against his 15-year-old brother. It's lunchtime in Lee, and the Interceptors are parked up on a roundabout in the Evo 10. Biggers is full of beans and itching for something to do. And Fitchy in the passenger seat has found him a little job. Their fellow interceptor Andy Donaghy is single crewed in nearby Canvey and has put a call in for assistance. They don't know the details yet, but an officer needing help is a priority call. Biggers hits the pedal and for a few seconds, the Evo becomes the fastest moving object in the county. Nothing can keep pace with it, not even Fitchy on the sat-nav.
Yeah, it's a useless sat-nav. It doesn't react quickly enough, does it?
Are you 3-2?
3-2 is police code for arrest. Andy already has someone in custody, and it means he's got his hands full.
We're going down to the high street in Canvey. Andy's stopped the vehicle. Driver's tried to decamp.
It looks like eagle-eyed Andy has spotted someone dealing drugs in the street, only for the suspect to jump from his car in Scarpa. Andy chased him into a betting shop where he made the arrest.
You're outgunning the sat-nav, Biggers.
We're going straight on.
Don't know, mate. Lost it.
The Evo might be firing on all cylinders, but the GPS hasn't even got out of bed yet. Biggers stops the car to let it catch up.
Left.
Is that Andy's motor there?
Yeah.
Fitchy and Biggers go into the betting shop. Andy's already in there, and he's got himself a prisoner. The bloke's carrying cash, but no drugs. Andy reckons he dumped them in the bogs already, but he couldn't do a search without leaving the prisoner unattended. But Fitchy and Biggers can, and they follow the trail into the toilets.
I reckon they've come from in there. Yeah, right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Andy, you've got 12 rats of what looks like coke.
The bogs at the Bookies are the last place any copper would want to go in elbow deep.
We believe it's cocaine.
But eventually the job is done.
There might be an issue because it's obviously been in the toilet and it's powder, so it'll dissolve, but there should be some good stuff in there. There's 13 in there, mate.
Where's the bag?
The bag was on the floor, which I'm assuming.
had that in his hand,
yeah. So we'll take the whole lot.
Fitchy takes Andy's prisoner off to get him booked. A room for one should do him nicely.
Good work. Well done.
Right. Obviously seen him come down the high street in Canby, at which point he's seen me, jumped out of the car, run into the bookmakers and gone straight into the toilet. I've run after him, and at which point he's disposing the stuff down the toilet. And I think we've recovered 13 wraps of what appeared to be cocaine. So, not a bad result, really.
It's a solid collar for the Interceptors. The guy was charged with possession of a Class A substance with intent to supply. The investigation is continuing. Early morning at Essex Police's Boreham Base.
Guaranteed entry points. Well, what is a guaranteed entry point?
The Interceptors are learning the latest techniques in how to get through locked doors in the shortest time.
There's a steel bar, there's loads of other
This
bits.
is known as method of entry.
What is MOE? Right, quite simply, method of entry is the forced entry by whatever means are available.
The most useful kit available to the MOE operator is the Enforcer, better known as the Big Red Key. With expert training, this miniature battering ram gets officers through most doors in seconds.
Don't be too far away from the door, okay? Because the further you are away, the more extension you've got with the Enforcer. Get that foot right up against it, and it'll go through the door. Well done.
On heavier doors, it can take more than one copper to get through.
Rather than get the red mist, no, I'm going to get in here. Dush, dush. No, someone else is going to get in a lot quicker than me. So get it down, get the other person on here. Ready? Change. Good. That's top needs to go. Middle. Middle.
I think I'd just like try and knock him.
Knowing how to knock harder than normal is vital for the Interceptors, because other units are calling on their skills more and more. And today is no exception.
We're going to do some warrants in support of the local division here in Waltham Abbey today. There's 6 warrants, 3 of them we're going to provide method of entry to from our team, and some of the guys here are going to put a bit of glass in and hopefully detain a few people for drugs supply and possession.
The new Sergeant Jerry Parker will be in charge of executing the warrants. Using a metal hook known as the Hooley Bar is Jerry's point man in body armour, PC Andy Donaghy. And he's taking no chances.
Got arm guards on, leg guards on, all that body armour. Very constrictive, very hard to move, but I'd rather that than end up with a bit of glass through my arm or something. So, yeah, safety first, really.
The unit set off in a convoy of marked and unmarked cars. The first warrant is at a house nearby, and they're going in via the glass doors at the back.
What's the problem with the front door, anyway?
It's UPVC, which you can hit that all day long and you still won't get in.
Enforcers tend to bounce off UPVC doors because the material's so elastic. But there might also be a problem with the side gate.
It looks like it's got a little Yale lock on it, that door, because it hasn't even got a handle on it. I'll make a load of noise trying to get through it, though, that's the problem.
Andy has to work quickly and quietly, because in the case of a raid, it only takes a few seconds to flush drugs down a toilet. Now it's all about speed of entry.
Is there anyone in the house?
Once inside, the first move is to find their suspect. Today they're in luck. He's still tucked up in bed.
Mate, sit in your bed, please. Got any drugs in the house? We are going to find them. We are going to bring a drug stock in, so you might as well save us the pain. Do you want to put some normal clothes on? Because if you've got some drugs here, you're going to be coming with us. Yeah? Go on in, mate. Put some clothes on.
Where are they, the drugs?
The lad immediately admits to possession of cannabis.
Just move away for a second then, mate. Hang your hand.
As a result of finding out, I'm going to arrest you on suspicion of possessing a controlled drug. You don't have to say anything, but it may harm the defence if you do not mention when questioning something which you later rely on in court.
Coming downstairs, Andy gets a surprise.
Hello, darling.
It's the suspect's mother. Time to break the bad news.
We just executed a drugs warrant here, not on behalf of you, but on behalf of your son, which we're just sorting out at the moment. We'll grab some.
That?
We have.
Oh, very kind of you.
Unfortunately, we had a warrant to execute. We've got powers to do it.
For what reason have you...
Because it's a drugs warrant.
Yeah, but why?
Well, if we start knocking on people's doors, they usually dispose of drugs down toilets and stuff, so that's why we have to go in quickly.
What makes you think that my son's got drugs, is what I'm saying?
Well, because he's already told us he's got drugs and we've just found them. Actually, it wasn't the easiest one in the world because the side gate wouldn't go in, so we've had to climb over. Obviously, we gained access through the rear patio doors, as we had previously planned. Gone up to the bedroom upstairs, found the chap we're looking for, and he's offered up some drugs that he has got on him. Job done, no one's got hurt, we've got the person we're after, and you couldn't ask for a better result, really. Yeah, just come in and have a stop. Pardon? Brentwood, is it? Oh, right, we're going to Brentwood, actually.
There's no let-up for the Interceptors today. They have another load of warrants to execute, and speed is of the essence.
Police!
The next two raids turn up an arsenal of knives, drug paraphernalia,
Just on the counter there's obviously evidence of drug use, used needles.
and blank ammunition.
No, they're not. They're live percussion caps, Sarge. They're not spent yet.
Jerry adds the contents of this house to his total haul for the day.
Basically, there's a lot of evidence of drugs use in the house as the cutting agents that they'll mix the heroin with to take. Needles, crack pipe, seen some weapons as well, and there's lots of bags relating to drugs use, or we believe relating to drugs use. At one of the other addresses, one of our CBRN officers, who's also an illicit labs officer, has identified the precursors for making crystal meth. And although there wasn't any made, he's going to put an intelligence report in about that. And we think at another address as well, a firearm and some ammunition's been found. So, quite a busy morning.
In total, officers recovered a dozen percussion caps, 2 guns, 6 illegal knives, and cutting agents for Class A drugs. Meanwhile, on the other side of town, the bloke caught napping was arrested and cautioned for possession of a Class B substance. 11 in the evening, Thurrock. On the night shift is the Stanway team with Biggers behind the wheel of the Subaru. And Snowy is his co-pilot. They've been told to keep a lookout for a stolen Ford Fiesta.
There's a reluctant Fiesta.
I was thinking that, actually.
Only Biggers and Snowy know what a reluctant Fiesta looks like.
Got his fog light on anyway. Which is quite strange because I can see him quite clearly without any fog.
Snowy runs the car's details through the computer and it's not looking good.
Ford Fiesta 3-door colour green. Insurance not held. VL not held. MOT expires in November.
Time to have a word.
You turn the ignition off, have you? Or does it not work at all? Is it stolen, is it? Not stolen. Right, okay.
Turns out the car isn't stolen.
Do you have UK
but there's something about it and its Polish driver that doesn't ring true.
Vehicle shown as uninsured. So I need you to show me the insurance. Yeah? You can't do that now, can you? Right. Have you got your driving licence with you? Yeah. You have? Right, can I see it then? Have you been drinking? One beer. How long ago?
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Right.
He claims he bought the car yesterday and that he's only had 1 beer tonight. If that's true, then he's got nothing to worry about.
You had 1 beer 20 minutes ago. Do you smoke?
But he reeks of alcohol and he looks wasted.
Your eyes are a bit glazed and you're not quite... Yeah?
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Lovely. You're now under arrest for driving with excess alcohol.
Now that he's under arrest, he has to be cuffed. But he's not happy about it.
Oh, yes, they are, mate. Turn round. You don't have a say in the matter, my old fruit. There's nothing wrong with them handcuffs. No, because I can get my finger between them if you stop moving them around.
For his mates in the car, it's the end of the lift home.
You must walk.
This is not a time or place to be arranging your social life.
Shh. Shh. People live here. Quiet. Quiet.
Shh. How much have you had to drink?
One beer.
No.
Yeah, I smoke weed.
You smoke weed?
Sometimes.
Today?
Today.
You smoke weed?
Yeah.
And have beer? Right.
Morning time.
Morning time?
Morning time.
Right.
Breakfast.
What,
Weed for breakfast, beer for dinner.
Yeah.
Nice.
Excellent, good combination.
It's called the smashed out of your head diet.
I've had a look around the vehicle. There's signs of drug use. There's ripped corners from Rizzler papers. You look just there, there's a freshly rolled, what appears to be quite a long joint.
You're not kidding. Looks like he's got tomorrow's breakfast already sorted.
Is this one for tomorrow? Yeah.
Not mine.
It's not yours. It was on the dashboard by the speedometer, directly in front of where
Yeah,
you were sitting.
I know. There's no mine.
You know. So you knew there were drugs in your car.
When you're in a hole, it's best to stop digging. Having been done for drink driving and now possession of drugs, he's got one last confession for Biggers and Snowy.
What's the screwdriver for?
Gun.
Gun?
Gun?
No, no, like
A drill?
normal gun.
Normal gun. You're worrying me now, mate. You're talking about guns.
No.
CO guns.
Paintball.
This one.
Paintball.
Yeah.
Paintball.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And you use it on this? Okay.
So it's only a paintballing gun. No crime there. But not only is this bloke unfit to drive, the car's unfit to be on the road.
You can see here where the rubber is all separated away from the tyre, totally devoid of tread. That obviously means in cold, wet weather conditions, you would have minimal grip, especially when steering, which could quite easily cause an accident. On this side, you can see that the manner of his driving clearly isn't that good, as he has recently had an accident.
In this condition, it's an accident waiting to happen, so the cop sees the car.
One process by Biggers for no licence, no insurance. One vehicle seizure for Biggers. One arrest for drink drive for Biggers. And one arrest for me, possession of controlled substance.
That makes the score 3-1 to Biggers and takes one more dangerous driver off the roads of Essex. The drunk driver was banned for 12 months and his car was crushed. Russ and Dan are on routine patrol around Thurrock, at the southernmost tip of Essex. It's not long before they get a call from fellow interceptor Dennis.
Just had a vehicle make off from us in Stifford Road towards Ockington. It's a 3 Series BMW, dark bright in colour, 2 IC1 males in it. It's a new car. We've turned around to go after it and explored it. We've lost him in the Stifford Road area.
It's a silver brand new BMW 57 plate. Was just seen with 2 young males in it by one of our other cars. As Dennis has gone round to go after it, it's made off. And basically we've lost it, so they either don't want to be stopped for whatever reason, or they're late for work.
Russ puts his foot down. They need to get to where the car was last seen. But getting from A to B in an Evo doesn't take long.
Well, there ain't going to be too many 57 plate Beamers going around with 2 young white males in it, is it?
Dan's got a point. Not many youngsters can afford a brand new 25 grand car.
Dan, for your info, mate, we're in Ockington now. We're just going to have a drive around Ockington overly.
Calling on all his experience, it doesn't take Russ long to spot the vehicle.
Move straight to 3 Series just gone down that road. Where?
Soon the Evo is right on his tail.
Don't tell me there he is.
And he knows it.
That's a young lad.
He's already slowed way down. The interceptors think he might be getting ready to do a runner.
Seatbelt's off. It looked like he took his seatbelt off, didn't it?
Like he was getting ready to decamp.
Like he was getting ready to decamp, yeah. And he's going slow.
They wait for backup, and it's not long before fellow interceptor Dennis is behind them.
I've got Quebec Tango 83 behind me now, so we're going to put a stop in.
Dennis overtakes to block off any attempt of a getaway.
Yeah, he's going in, mate, he's going in. Go on. Yeah, this is the one, is it? Hello, mate, you alright?
Please, officer, I'm on my way to court right now.
Oh yeah, is that why you were driving like a bit of an idiot?
I don't know if I'm driving.
Dennis takes the passenger to one side, while Russ and Dan grill the driver.
So, your car?
My dad's.
Your dad's, is it?
Yeah.
What's your dad's name? Do you know you got it?
Yeah.
Because you are half nervous, aren't you?
I know, I'm cold, I've got to go court.
You ain't cold,
I've got to
mate.
be there at 10 o'clock.
Right.
I'm sorry. I don't smoke it.
Oh dear, who's been smoking cannabis then?
The suspect's not slow to grass up his mate.
What's that then? Oh, does he?
Dennis has found loads of dosh on the passenger.
There's loads of drugs here as well. We've obviously found what looks to be cannabis there, and some burnt out spliff, so he's obviously been smoking it.
That's more than enough evidence for Dennis, but the spliffhead doesn't want to go quietly.
Hey, mate, hold on, I'm down. All right.
And his mate's got a lot of explaining to do.
We'll be free to in here anyway.
Yeah.
But you got a revoked licence anyway.
No, but the thing is, that's what it's going to court for now.
Yeah, okay. But obviously, as far as DVLA are concerned, you ain't got a driving licence until it's all sorted out. So, all right, yeah, okay. I appreciate that. But you shouldn't be driving. But that's another issue. What I'm going to explain to you is obviously you know what's in the car. You've seen what's in the car. We don't know whose it is. So at the moment you're being arrested on suspicion of possession of a... Listen to me, mate. Well, listen to me first. That might be the case, but for now, you're being arrested on suspicion of possession of a controlled drug. Okay, you obviously see what's in there. Cause you a problem.
What, are you going to speak to me?
Yeah. Of course we are, mate. Yeah.
Well then.
That's weird. He's still more worried about getting to court than being nicked.
Gotta go court.
Well, that's all right. The court will know where you are. We'll be able to get you there quicker. This gentleman here's got loads of cash on him. There's a smell of cannabis in the car and some quantity of cannabis, so he's been arrested for possession, as has this gentleman. The car's going to be seized because he doesn't have a driving licence and he's not insured. We'll do a thorough search of the vehicle and hopefully we'll find some drugs. It's all round the window here. It sort of suggests that he's probably thrown a load out the window. So that may well be most of it's gone.
I've just popped it, I ain't been in it.
Oh dear, that stinks of cannabis in here.
Well, despite the stench, they find only remnants of the weed. Dan reckons they've dumped their stash. So they retrace the BMW's route to see what they can find.
Now, at what point would they throw it? That's the thing.
I don't think he went like he was properly going. I think he was driving like an idiot. Just because he is.
Dan spots a blue bag identical to the ones in the back of the Beamer.
Oh, wouldn't that be a shame? What does it look like?
Should be, mate.
This could be the result they've been hoping for.
Oh no, dog. Oh man.
Was it smoky?
The things we do for Green and Country.
Oh, that stinks bad, man.
Oh no, it's on my hands.
All the makings as well, didn't it? Same colour bag.
I feel violated.
Russ and Dan never found any skunk. The passenger admitted possession and received 40 hours community service. The driver had his car seized and also received a community court order for driving without a licence. After a tip-off, our team are all on the lookout for a drugs trafficker from London.
We've received information that there's a vehicle en route from London into Chelmsford, goes to and from quite regularly on a regular basis. We're going to try and intercept that vehicle because it may have large quantities of drugs in it. It's a hired vehicle, so you know they tend to use the hired vehicles, come in from London, do their deals.
Big Dennis has clocked the car and is following it. Dan is positioned in a lay-by ahead, and the drug dog unit is on its way. The plan is to force the drugs car into a lay-by using tactical pursuit and containment, or TPAC for short.
Dennis is behind the vehicle now. He's got eyeball. I think he's hanging back. What we're likely going to do is let the dog unit get behind, and we'll stop it here.
If the driver tries to make a run for it, another interceptor car is waiting ahead at the next roundabout, armed with a stinger.
We've got a lay-by before the roundabout. Try and put a stop in here, then maybe you can sting him at the roundabout when he comes on there.
If he fails to stop, yeah. He's going to come past our van. In fact, he's coming past the van. Here he comes.
The TPAC will mean interceptors on both sides of the road. It's not ideal, but there's no alternative. Luckily, the target has pulled over. Even so, he's a big guy. The teams aren't going to be taking any chances, and it's out with the cuffs.
Just to let you know, mate, we're going to be searching your vehicle for drugs, all right? What do you want to do there is I found the weed.
In the front, there's a small pack of weed. It's not what they were expecting, but it is a result.
It seems minor at the moment, a little bit cannabis. It's just in the middle there. As I said, it gives us enough grounds to take him back. We'll arrest him now for possession of that. We can do a strip search back at the police station.
This car's been searched for drugs before. There's a pink slip to prove it, and possibly a clue to his identity.
Yeah, it's just a search form. Can't make out the date, but sometime in February this year, the car was stopped in Boreham Wood. We stopped and searched. So we're just running the guy through the computer now. We've got his details off of here. Just running him through to see if he's known to us.
Yeah, no, mate. What we'll do is I'll have to go, or someone will have to go with Dennis anyway, because he's single crewed. I'll probably make sense if I jump in with him. So we've already nicked him for the cannabis. We'll nick him for the twat, and then we'll go from there, mate.
The drugs dogs arrived. If there's drugs here,
you'd hope
the sniffer will find them. He knows something's been there, but it may have gone now.
I love drugs dogs. They don't bark. Yeah, no, but he probably don't bite, does he? Good. What's happened is gentleman's been arrested for possession of the cannabis, which I showed you earlier. Another bit of cannabis was found in the back. As a result, obviously, the drugs dog's just going through to see if there's anything else, any more drugs. He's got to go back to the police station and be dealt with for that. He's also not supposed to have access to the vehicle. It's a hire car, so he's going to be arrested for twocking that, taken without the owner's consent. And he'll be strip searched back at the police station where he could have more drugs on him.
Being strip searched is not a pleasant experience, especially if there's something to hide. And the boys were expecting to find a lot more drugs.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Steve will come and drop off the kit to you. We're going to go to Chelmsford now for the prisoner. Buddy, you all right?
The big fella's complaining. The cuffs hurt.
As long as I can get my fingers in there, they shouldn't be too tight, mate.
No, but look, try and put your fingers on the sides.
Yeah, but I can still get my little finger in. Look, that ain't that tight. I've seen them a lot tighter than that, mate. They are uncomfortable, but they're not built for comfort, are they?
Interceptors Dan and Dennis have arrested a suspected drug dealer for possession of cannabis. He's been taken to Chelmsford Police Station.
Hello, sir. How are you? Good.
I need you to listen to...
In the custody suite, Dan and Dennis book in the suspect. With the cuffs off, things chill down. But it's not over yet. There's still the strip search, and it means just that.
Okay.
Which cell, Sarge?
3.
In the cell, the big guy strips off. He's given privacy from the cameras. If he's got nothing to hide, the search should be straightforward. But it's not.
I do this all the time, mate, with Muslim people, and it ain't a problem.
Now you're to make the little hairs on my arm go a bit, whoa, has he got something there now? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking you've got something there. You've got 2 phones on you. Yeah? Go on in.
Yeah, that's package there.
Yeah, okay.
Stand still.
Dennis! On the floor! On the floor!
They found something.
Calm down, mate.
On his face. Yeah.
That's interesting.
What is he wearing?
His pants.
He's just wearing pants at the moment.
Socks, t-shirt.
Quite a lot there.
Where was that found?
And up his bum.
Between the cheeks. And when he realised I'd seen it, he just pulled us into the toilet and sat in the toilet. But unfortunately for him, I had my hand up. And as he's released pressure, it just fell into my hand.
This brings new meaning to the words crack cocaine.
He's got a bloody nose, I'm afraid.
Did injuries occur during...
He was struck once in the male was struck once in the face.
One of the bloke's 2 phones is ringing. They let it ring. The caller might leave a message with useful information.
We've got to leave it on because we're going to seize it for evidence.
No, I just wondered what it was.
Oh yeah, it's annoying, isn't it? It's his drugs phone.
Sorry?
One's his drugs phone.
Yeah.
I mean, that's quite a lot of crack, so... Oh yeah. That's about £1,000 worth, I reckon.
No one knows we've got him, do they?
50 grams of crack cocaine with a street value of £2,000.
She does.
But the big guy says there was more, only he swallowed it. The paramedics are called in. Dan thinks he's faking.
He's faking. He wouldn't let me off that. I just knew he was going to do it. I just knew it.
Bluffing or not, he's taken to A&E. It takes the doc just 2 minutes to certify him fit and well.
They'll work out the purity. He's come back as someone who he's very well known to police, basically. So, I'd say he's going straight back to prison.
The big guy was charged with possession of cannabis and intent to supply a Class A drug, cocaine. 10 p.m, Brentwood. The Interceptors have rendezvoused at a petrol station. There's been a spate of burglaries in the area. The Stanway and Chidwell teams are joining forces to put a stop to this brazen crime wave. Mike Bignell, aka Biggers, is briefing the officers.
You're Bravo Tango 7-1, you two. 82, QT 87. We'll just go from there.
They head out in force. Biggers is driving the Scooby. And wannabe interceptor Elaine Crowe is his co-pilot. The elite unit is open to men and women. It's Biggers' job to show her the ropes. It's not long before Biggers spots something suspect. 4 young lads in an expensive car.
Not happy with them, they look very young for an R32.
With acceleration of 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds, the Subaru Impreza is fast. 6-speed, manual, 4-wheel drive, the Scooby, as it's affectionately known, is the cop's car of choice. With power like this, it doesn't take long to get behind them.
I think they know they're going to get pulled over.
Biggers sticks the lights on. And sure enough, with a Scooby in their mirror, the lads pull over sharpish.
Hi mate, do you want to step out of the vehicle? Just be careful of the traffic.
Rookie Elaine takes the textbook approach.
Are you the owner of the car? Okay. Have you got a driving licence on you at all?
Yeah.
But experienced interceptor Biggers gets straight to the point.
Who's got the drugs?
Well, I've got 0 drugs.
Well, I can smell something. All right, there's drugs in the car, tell me about it, because I can get it dealt with. If everybody's going to lie to me, you're going to get arrested and you're going to get taken down to the police station. So a quick decision now, please, gentlemen.
I have 0 drugs on me, personally. Right. I can tell you that as a fact. And
gentlemen, that comes down to you then. Who's got the drugs? Nothing on you at all. What about you? Then turns around to you. Who's got the drugs?
I haven't got drugs.
I can smell drugs in the car, and I'm not stupid. So one of you guys have been smoking. Right, now this is called tell the policeman the truth and you don't get arrested.
If they fess up, they'll get a street caution. But they're either too stupid, too stubborn, or too stoned to take advantage of Biggers' leniency.
Fellas, that still stands. If you've got any drugs, tell me about it, because I can do something that's called a street caution and get you dealt with. If not, it's going to take a long time, everybody's going to get turned over and their pockets searched.
I have honestly 0 drugs on me, but I am willing to set up.
Have any of you been smoking any cannabis
Don't
recently?
smoke cannabis, don't smoke.
Either someone's wearing strong deodorant that smells like cannabis.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, of course it is now.
Biggers calls for backup.
Yeah, fellas, could somebody join us on the main Hutton Road from the 128?
The Chigwell interceptors, Mark and Russell, are nearby.
Right, Biggers in one of the other cars has just stopped a car 4 up. Strong smell of cannabis in the car, so we're going to do a drug search and see what we come up with.
Biggers gives them loads of chances to cough up, but they're still in denial.
Right. I'm not stupid, right? All right. You're not stupid. Yep. All right. Who's been smoking the drugs in the car?
Honestly.
Right. Now listen. Right. Before you answer incorrectly or lie to me. Okay. All right. Your pupils, all right, are completely gone. They're as wide open as they possibly can be. Listen.
I'm saying in front of a policeman, mate.
Don't make any odds, mate. All right. Your eyes adjust. Right. All right. And I'll do a quick check. Just look at me. They ain't moving that much, fella, are they? So, like I say, it's not a major problem. If there is drugs in the car, tell me about it, because I can get it dealt with. If you stand here and lie to me, all right, I get a little bit uptight, my colleagues come along.
Honestly, I don't
turn
think
everybody upside down.
There's no drugs in the car. I don't think there's drugs in the car, mate.
Drugs has been smoked in the car this evening.
Right, I don't think there's drugs in the car.
Right, there's
now.
no drugs in the car now.
Honestly,
Have you had any drugs this evening?
No, I haven't, mate, no.
Right, nothing at all?
No, I haven't, mate.
Right.
But it's a serious matter. Mental health hospital admissions due to cannabis have risen by 63% in the past 5 years.
He's just down this road on the 128. You know, the more of us that are there, if you got, you know, one for one, people don't tend to mess you around too much. That's what it's about, just safety in numbers.
Okay, do me a favour, just go and turn your engine off.
Even for an officer as patient as Biggers, enough is enough.
Because we're going to search you all. Everybody's going to get searched. Your vehicle's going to get searched, all right? Because I won't be lied to.
With backup arriving, Biggers starts to turn them over. And it doesn't take long to prove his gut instinct was right.
Mr. Driver, come here. What's that show on there? That's green.
Right.
Right? That is cannabis.
Right.
Yeah?
Oops. Rumbled.
So, we've got to say about that?
Nothing, mate.
Right, because I can smell drugs in the vehicle and I can see the remnants of drugs in the vehicle, your vehicle's going to be searched under the Misuse of Drugs Act. Oh, you understand that?
Yes.
All right. You got anything on you? Because you're going to be searched as well.
All right.
Russell is searching one of the other kids. He immediately finds a suspicious-looking smoke.
Oh yeah, it's for roll-ups, mate. I've had that one before. I smoke both, mate.
You smoke both? Oh,
yeah, it's too cheaper.
You had any tonight?
What, roll-ups?
Yeah.
Nah.
I'm a amenable fella.
Honestly, I don't want trouble with you, mate. I don't know.
But you can smell it, can you not?
Yeah.
In the car?
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
But I don't want any trouble. I haven't caused any trouble.
No, no problem.
Not making any trouble.
Legs apart. Legs apart for me.
Good. This is right.
Mark frisks a third, while Biggers gives the car a thorough going over.
On searching the vehicle, I found one bag under the front passenger seat and 2 bags in a box, which was the rear passenger seat. Mate, you're under arrest. So you do not
It's enough to arrest all 4 for possession of the illegal drugs.
Something which later rely in court. Anything you do, so maybe give it a stand up and put your arms in front of me like that.
What's going to happen with my car, mate?
It's going to get towed away, mate.
Why is that?
Well, because there's drugs in it, mate.
And they could have had it so easy.
First time I've ever been nicked.
I'm now arresting you.
Even Elaine gets to use the cuffs. They may not be burglars, but veteran Russell is pleased with the bust.
He would take the whole lot back to the station and we'll be interviewed about it, and we will do some forensic on the bag and see what prints we get off and see if someone admits to it being theirs. But it's a good stop. I'm very happy with it.
Despite denying they had any drugs,
I have 0 drugs on me.
I don't think there's drugs in the car, mate.
and with no one willing to take the rap, all 4 blokes were arrested for possession of cannabis. It's 2 in the afternoon. A car thought to have been involved in a robbery has been spotted entering a supermarket in Pitsea. The store security has been alerted and have now challenged a man and a woman. The Interceptors are on their way. With Mark behind the wheel and Fitchy on the radio, they head for Tesco's.
The female has attempted to make off and was chased by police. We don't know if she's detained or not yet. The male that was with her has gone back into the store, having dumped a bag in a trolley. There's obviously units on the ground at the moment, so we're going to back them up.
This year, an estimated 300,000 people will be convicted of shoplifting. Arrests can be ugly, so the stores try and keep the thieves away from the shoppers. Fortunately for the security manager, the 2 suspects have run into the toilets.
Walk down to the fire exit, it's locked. Walk back down here, drop the bag, went into the toilets.
Right, and let's go and find
The car's linked with the theft of valuable electrical goods like TVs. The suspect looks clean, but he's very jumpy.
No one said nothing about no.
Get your hands down, mate.
Get the camera off my face.
Get your hands down.
Get on. What are you doing?
You're being silly. Come on.
Get the camera off my face. Okay? It's alright. It's okay.
Right, let's just go. Come on, just take.
not your decision, is it?
He's been arrested, but what were the couple up to? The cops may find a clue in the car that the pair arrived in.
The car was parked up, the occupants got out and went into the store for whatever purpose, but they were tracked and followed into the store. The vehicle itself is going to be recovered for us to search properly, but it's got no driving documentation for it anyway, so it will be seized under our road traffic powers.
Back at Langdon Garage, the recovered car is searched. Inside are the telltale signs of drug abuse. Andy has to be careful. Dirty needles are dangerous.
There's loads of syringes, so of course you don't want to just be sticking your fingers in there and getting stuck with a needle, which is a very unpleasant thing with a few weeks waiting for blood tests. So we'll tip that out on there and then we'll just gently prod through it and see what we've got. Crack pipe there, smoking crack. There's a broken razor blade there, used for cutting drugs. Obviously that could also be used for cutting us, or a member of the public, or a security guard. Hypothetically speaking, if someone was going to steal from a supermarket, that they are probably on their way to get their drugs and they need something to trade it off. So it's not entirely surprising to find the vehicle empty, but we'll see, there may be something in here.
The girl who legged it was caught and charged with possession of half a gram of cocaine. The bloke was charged with the possession of unprescribed heroin substitute tablets and cannabis found in a body belt round his waist. He skipped bail and assaulted a police officer before being rearrested. Sometimes when the interceptors stop an uninsured driver, it leads to other things. Today, the Langdon team are sitting up near the M25. Their car's onboard ANPR camera is automatically reading the licence plates of passing cars. Dennis is working the roads today in the Evo. And the Sarge is with him, Danny Barnes.
You are, Danny.
Up ahead, a red Vauxhall's caught their eye. The computer's saying the driver's uninsured.
He's doing something, Danny. He's in the front passenger's doing something with his hands.
Yeah, I can see it. What's he done, do you know?
I don't know, he's done something with his waistband, I'm sure he did.
You're alright, it's nothing to worry about. We went through our ANPR camera as having no insurance on this vehicle. So just... Okay, well come speak to my colleague, that's all it's about.
Danny gets the driver out of the car, but really he's more interested in what the passenger was doing. Interceptors officer Mark Hemingway has some questions for the lady.
How long have you had this car then?
I got it Thursday or Wednesday.
Did you?
Yeah.
But Danny's found something in the passenger seat. It's a large lump of cannabis resin. Off camera, the passenger admits it's his.
What's in that one?
He says it's puffed out.
What, that one?
Yes, mate.
No, it's only because you did.
But now the cops have spotted something else.
That's not mine.
It's just come out the bottom of your trousers, mate, as I'm searching them.
How is it?
Well, all we'll do is we'll replay that and we'll see that quite clearly he didn't have anything in his hands before he did it.
Go on then.
All right, so what, you saying we've planted drugs on you?
I ain't saying you planted drugs on me, but that wasn't mine. That there, that is mine, but that's not.
Although he's denying it, the wraps of powder seem to have fallen from the man's trousers.
I swear on my daughter's life, all I am is that.
So we've got a lump of solid cannabis in there, which is actually quite a large amount, but people are smoking it regularly. Some herbal cannabis there as well. And then we've got that, which I expect is some form of Class A, although it does feel soft, so it could be amphet. But I'd suggest it's some sort of Class A drug, but who knows? It's come out of his pocket, or it's certainly come out of him somewhere, so he'll be arrested. Well, he's been arrested for that, and he'll be dealt with accordingly. So, as I said, it was just a routine stop check for no insurance, so he tried to protest his innocence, but obviously I'm sure he'll see sense eventually.
With the guy safe and secure in the back of the Evo, Dennis checks if he's still denying all knowledge.
Does it bother me, mate? To be fair, does it bother me if you've got a bit of whatever that is in there? Does it bother me whether that's yours or not? It doesn't bother me at all, does it? Because at the end of the day, you can make no difference. for possession of that, to possession of cannabis. The cannabis is already yours. If that is yours, I would suggest to you, you try and say, yeah, it's mine, pretty silly, blah, 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 etc., etc. Pop your hands up, it is, yeah? If that has touched you, your DNA will be on it. Right? No doubt at all. And if we bail you and then you come back, you're going to get charged with it, aren't you?
The lad is sticking to his guns, so it's going to take a trip to the station and a DNA test to sort this one out. Something else fell out of this lad's pocket when he went to court. His money. He was fined 120 quid for possession of speed and cannabis, and a further 75 quid costs. Midnight in southwest Essex, and the Interceptors are patrolling near the M25. Steve is keeping an eye on the road, while Russ is looking out for anything unusual. No need to search out trouble tonight. It's heading directly towards them.
Yeah, hanging around.
The passing Fiesta van was going way too fast for the quiet residential roads. Steve spins the car around and heads after the speedster.
I can see red lines. Sorry? I thought I saw a reflection of red lines. There he's down there, right down there. Down there.
The vehicle is nowhere to be seen. It can't have gone far, so the cops check down the side streets.
Just the van. Oh, not G-Reg, sorry, but just the van all the time. Went down here. I saw him braking at the end. Yeah. That's probably it there, actually. That's it. Fiesta van, wasn't it? That was it.
They are in luck, but it seems the driver's done a runner.
We saw it round the corner, he was going really fast, and we turned around to follow him. He's ducked down the side here, down his side turning, and he hasn't really exactly parked it. He sort of dumped it in the middle of the road and had it on his toes by the look of it.
Russ checks the surrounding area to no avail.
Yeah, it's not parked outside or even near the address where it's registered. So I just think it's been dumped, yeah.
It's possible the driver was unaware of the cops on his tail and he's just visiting a friend.
It's always worth checking.
It's all sprayed up, done a chest. Oh, the other door's locked.
But he must have been in a rush as the car's been left unlocked.
I think. Okay, mate.
A quick search reveals one probable reason for his sharp exit.
Booze, isn't it?
It seems in his haste to get away, he's forgotten his stash.
Just don't use stuff. Well, quite a lot there, isn't there?
Tiny bit of cannabis resin there. Lovely. It doesn't look stolen at all. As I say, it's probably just because of that little bit of cannabis in there. But he's not wanting to get involved with us. It might well be that he'll come back to the car in a little while, so it might be worth us moving. But, we'll take the drugs anyway. I wouldn't think he'd be far.
Russ and Steve decide to drive round the corner and keep the car under surveillance covertly, in case he returns. And it doesn't take long.
Yeah, go ahead.
Vehicle's moved off. We're now left into Gifford's Cross Avenue.
The driver pulls over. He may not yet realise his drugs are with the cops, but he's about to find out.
Yeah. You're under arrest on suspicion of possession of a controlled substance, okay?
Right,
You don't have to say
okay.
anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention something when questioned which you may later rely on court, and anything you do so may be given evidence.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, your arrest is necessary to allow...
He's cooperating, but Russ has another concern.
Go on in, away you go.
Supposed to go, didn't I?
Keep going, keep going, keep going. That's it. It's nice and easy. And it'll come up on the screen what the result is. That is a fail. All right, it's actually even got your score on here. We don't use this device, but that's telling me you failed.
Yeah.
All right, so you're further being
Arrest.
arrested for providing me with a positive specimen of breath.
Okay, no problem.
Obviously, I have to remind you that you're still under caution, as you cautioned before.
Yeah.
And obviously, we need to take you in from this side of things to
give you another breath test at the police station. All right?
Yep.
Do you always park your car that far away from the curb?
Fair dues. Can you see if one of the ANPR units...
The driver's mate is allowed to go free, but the drink-driving ganja smoker is going to the local nick. And at the station, he's become resigned to his fate.
Little bit gutted. What do? Bang to rights. Nothing you can do. But hopefully I've done the right thing and just admitted everything, so there you go.
A bit silliness really on his part. He could have just gone home and walked home. He lives locally. Just chosen to drive and he's ended up here, so... There you go.
He was later fined a total of 685 quid for the drink and drugs and disqualified for driving for 18 months. Colchester, the oldest recorded town in Britain and home to Essex University's largest campus. It's the early hours of the morning, and for most of the student revellers, the night is drawing to a close. Willie and Grant are in town and looking out for any trouble. So far, they've had little to do. But that's all about to change, as they've been called urgently to a barroom brawl.
Yeah, we've just been called to an incident that's happened on the grounds of the University of Essex on the outskirts of Colchester. Apparently somebody's been assaulted. We're not quite sure of the details yet.
Right.
Someone's been hit with a chair.
I've seen the chair, you've been hit with the chair.
Right.
Obviously I've grabbed him out and seen the goes, done it?
The cops arrest the accused.
You're under arrest for assault, OK? You understand? Yeah. You do not have to say anything, but he may harm your defence if you don't mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court, and anything you do say may be given in evidence.
What started it? He did. His ex-girlfriend.
Your girlfriend's his ex-girlfriend. Right. And it all went a bit... Right. OK.
It's all about a girl. In a fit of jealousy, it seems that he's bashed his girlfriend's ex.
Please.
The guy that Grant's arrested has been involved in some sort of fracas with somebody, and he's basically picked up a chair and hit the bloke in the face with it. So he's been arrested on suspicion of assault. These sorts of places can get a bit excitable sometimes, so it's a full moon, what can I say?
Don't they get arrested?
Well, if you're going to make an allegation of assault, the trouble is you've got no injuries, have you? That's the problem.
Yeah, I'm actually there. Can I make an allegation of assault?
You can, yeah.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
The lad is now claiming that he was attacked first.
Him and his mate said that he was there. This bloke's come over and said, "Oh, you so-and-so," and he's gone, "Yes." And he's picked up a chair and hit him.
Oh, right, because he's alleging he's hit him first.
I've just been attacked inside there.
Yeah, so
Right.
seriously,
By a girl, and I know who it is, and I've got fat
There's
lip
supposed to be
and everything.
there's another policeman upstairs dealing
Yeah,
with
but
another
I'm not being
incident
funny, but I
involving a
can't let
bloke.
this go because it's not funny.
Right. No, I understand that.
Seriously, I've just been attacked. Seriously.
Ladies, you'll just have to calm down a little bit at the moment because we've got one bloke arrested here, there's another bloke about to be arrested up there, and there's only two people here, so...
Yeah, well, one of the bouncers was there and he saw my hair getting pulled. I tried to fucking come. No, I'm not.
Right, okay.
No, I don't mean
It seems it's still kicking off upstairs, but before they had the chance to sort out the girl's complaints, security appear to have stumbled upon a drug deal.
All right, okay. You're under arrest for supplying what I believe is a controlled substance. Just put your hands like that.
At this rate, the interceptors are going to run out of cuffs.
Come in.
I was not selling them.
Right.
This guy apparently was in conversation with the one who's been arrested for the drugs. So this lad might have been selling or buying. We're not quite sure at the moment.
Is this the guy you bought them off?
He's just dropped the other one right in it.
And if he says he's brought them off of you...
Is that what he exactly said? Seriously? Is that what he said? As if he said that? There's no way he said that. Did he say that? What the hell? No. No, I swear to God, mate. What the hell are you on about? What are you saying that for? Well, tell him then. Tell him. You didn't buy it off me, mate. Tell him then.
The arrests are starting to attract attention.
Hey, yeah, he's trying to say that I sold him pills. Me? What the? What's he on about?
Welcome to the cleverest people in the country. They're going to be running it one day, aren't they?
This guy's protesting his innocence, but one of them's got to be lying.
Okay.
Why have you been arrested? For selling pills, mate? What's if, mate? As if.
Suddenly, drunken mates aggressively surround the car.
As if. Bye-bye. One more word like that, you're nicked as well, mate. I'm in the mood.
Go now. Go now! Or else you get sprayed and you'll get nicked. Now!
This guy has a serious attitude problem. Willie's had enough and moves in for the 4th arrest of the night.
I won't resist arrest.
No, he's got my second set.
I will not resist arrest.
Leg restraints.
I won't resist arrest, right? There's no force involved. Seriously, I won't resist.
Being under arrest still doesn't stop him dishing out more abuse.
You're an idiot. You are. Idiot. Yeah. You are.
You didn't shut up when you had the chance, did you?
Yeah, all right, all right.
Go inside, nobody else needs to be arrested, do they? Go inside. Go inside. That's all right, go inside. You turn up at the door and they actually bring themselves out to you to be arrested. You know, it's quite a bizarre place, really. Do you have a set of handcuffs we could borrow? We've run out, we've been here too long.
When will I be released? Will it be tonight?
Oh yeah, the early hours I would have thought. They won't want to keep you in any longer than they need to tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Once you've just showed the custody sergeant that you're full of remorse and you've been a stupid boy.
The Interceptors are keen to leave before any more drunks turn up.
Here comes another one.
No.
Here comes another one.
No.
What?
I'm running out of room with my hand.
Right. I don't need... Phone who? What for? Taxi. If that's what you wanted, there's a taxi.
Right, let's just get in the car and let the security sort it out.
Saying that I'd be in prison.
After escaping the mayhem, it's back to the local Nick. And even then, they're still getting grief.
Well, we're not giving you a lift home, I can tell you that.
Please let me go for a cigarette, please. I'm not going to smoke in a building, am I? Okay.
No, you're going to listen to me now.
Well, I've got my lenses, so I need to go home. You're going to make me go home blind.
He just doesn't know when to button it.
Why have I got to go? Why can't I have a cigarette before going to bed?
If he thinks he's got it bad now, he should wait and see what's around the corner.
What, for selling drugs, and I don't even sell drugs? Mark, you know I don't sell drugs.
Right. What we need to do is obviously make sure you haven't got anything concealed on you. Lovely, thank you. You can pull those up now. Now we're all on high.
After a thorough search, he's finally locked up for the night. And he's a bit disappointed with the room service.
What would you like? No, we haven't got any Coke. Huh? You're really hungry? No, we haven't got any food either, not till breakfast. You can have breakfast in the morning, but you can't have any food now. We don't do kebabs or burgers. Huh? A bit of bread? No, you can't have anything now. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. You can have some water, yes, I'll get you some water. Okay?
Friday morning. The Interceptors have been assigned to a joint operation with a team near Chelmsford to raid the house of a suspected drug dealer.
It's part of Operation Impact then, this. The information that we have for it is that we've received a couple of source-led intel reports stating that a male named is dealing cannabis from his address.
First through the door today is Paul Glensman. Second in behind him is fellow Interceptor Penny Felton. Every detail of the premises has been researched and includes photos and maps of the location.
It's a semi-detached premises. That is not the subject premises, that is there. Can you confirm that?
The briefing also takes into account other people in the house.
As I say, there is a woman in there and there is a child in there, so low-key, keep it proportionate.
The team are in unmarked cars, and unusually for the interceptors, they're also in plain clothes. This is so they can drive past the house and gather some last-minute intel without being noticed.
Well, the house just came up on the right-hand side here, the one with the full, and that's the one. It's the first house here, the first door, so we're looking at, it's going to open.
Penny's ready to turn the car around so they can execute the warrant, but there's no way they can prepare for what happens next.
Yeah, and what's this Astra?
Hang on, here it is. There you go.
Yeah, a few info. We're just past the guy in the Astra. He's driving. He's currently turning right to go up to the premises.
Amazingly, the suspect's white van has popped up in front of them, and it looks like he's on his way home.
Yeah, subject in white Astra towards the premises. It's right. Vehicle is now moving up the road towards the TP.
Glensman's ready to throw the carefully prepared plan out of the window.
He's parking up, and we'll nab him there.
The new plan is to stop the suspect outside his own home. It's a great chance to execute the warrant safely, without stressing the mother and child indoors.
Ready? Police, mate, police!
The suspect, a local builder...
Step out of the car for me, please, mate.
...hasn't seen them coming.
Mr. What's your last name, mate? Mr. Sure. Yeah, all right, just bear with us 2 seconds, mate, all right? Yeah. Basically, what's happening is, mate, we've got a warrant to search your premises for drugs, which we're going to be executing now, OK? Right.
Once they're in the house, there's no point in pretending. The builder coughs up straight away.
Obviously,
6 plants. Yeah.
We're going to be looking, so I was going to say, have you got anything in here that we're going to find? 6 plants. Yeah. Whereabouts are they, mate?
He's happy to walk them upstairs to his drugs, but he seems more worried about his rugs.
Take your shoes off, mate.
Right, at the moment, mate, because obviously what you've told me, I'm going to be arresting you on suspicion of possession of a controlled substance.
Having 6 marijuana plants growing isn't bang-up proof that you're dealing weed, but the next discovery might well be. It's a massive block of compressed cannabis.
The guy at the moment has actually been quite honest with us. He's took me straight upstairs to 6 cannabis plants that he's currently growing. And he also says that he's currently been using this for personal use. This is his, what you found in the bag here. And he may say it's personal use, but he's got a busy bit of time ahead of him with that lot. What I said, you're going to be arrested for possession with intent to supply. That's what you'll be arrested for, and that's what you're going to be spoken to about, OK?
As the search continues, the builder asks for some refreshments.
Can I have a cup of tea, please? Can someone sponsor me while I have a cup of tea?
He's been no trouble so far, so the officers don't mind doing him a favour.
What's your tea like? I like it.
Builder's tea, is it?
It's one tea bag. You see the bits on the side, the teapot and not the tea beans and that.
But as they go for the tea bags, a look in the biscuit tin reveals more than just Garibaldi's. Penny gets to the point.
Just asked the gentleman if he's got any cash in the house. He's openly admitted that in this tin there's probably about a couple of grand's worth of cash. We'll be seizing that.
But it looks like there's more to discover. One of the officers finds a big pile of plant pots. Someone's got green fingers.
What's in the old packages over there, mate?
Pots.
Ah, right. Looks like you're planning a few more than 6 plants there, does it?
With this much ground equipment, the builder could qualify for an EU subsidy. But it looks like the interceptors have nipped his little business in the bud.
It's one of the things where you've got everything planned out, you know what you're going to be doing, and then click of a fingers, that's it, it changes completely. So it worked out for the better, really, because he was a gentleman we're looking for. He's parked outside the house. Obviously, we've got out of the vehicle quick enough to nab him straight away. It works out perfect sometimes. That was one of the better ones, I must say. Also lucky that Miss Daisy was driving on the way down here. Otherwise, we would have got here before him.
For the 6 plants of cannabis and block of compressed weed, he was later charged with cultivation and possession of cannabis and given a 12-month community order with 200 hours of unpaid work. It's early on Saturday morning, and the interceptors are setting up their mobile ANPR van.
What have they done with the cables? They put them inside.
The vehicle may be the slow coach of the unit, but armed with 2 automatic number plate recognition cameras, it helps to catch hundreds of criminals every year. All the cars passed today will be checked against the police national database, and if a car is wanted in connection with a crime, then the system will alert the awaiting officers. Mark Edmonds is ready to pull over the suspects in the Evo 8. And Penny Felton is alongside, acting on the tip-offs from the van.
Hello there. Okay. Have you got any ID on you at all?
They've had a smattering of minor offences throughout the morning.
You've just brought the vehicle. What insurance do you have?
But a BMW has just come through which could be involved in a more serious crime.
Here it is. Yep, we've got it now. That's the 5 Series BMW couple up. Yeah, got that, mate. It's 2 in front of us. Keep an eye in case stuff goes out the window.
Intelligence reports suggest that the car may be used to carry drugs.
Let's get out of the way, thank you.
I'm not sure if he's clocked us or not yet.
I think you'll find he clocked us before he went past us. I was trying to get a place to pull him without causing everybody to have to swerve out the way, because I don't know what he's going to do when I put the blues on. Get past a set of traffic lights and I think I'll get in the other side.
The driver's realised that he's being followed and he's getting twitchy.
He keeps looking down for some reason.
The officers know that where there are drugs, there can often be weapons. And it's a tense moment.
Right, we're green for go. Let's see if we can find a spot to chuck him in.
Mark spots a lay-by on the other side of the lights and signals to the driver to pull in. Cautiously, Penny confronts the driver.
How long have you owned the vehicle?
About 2 weeks now. I know I received a 7-day wonder on it because the insurance didn't come up.
The insurance might well be an issue later, but there's a more pressing matter to deal with first.
Right, OK. I know there's a marker on you as well for previous possession. Have you got anything on you at all today?
No.
Nothing on you in your person or in the vehicle?
No.
OK. You all right if I just have a quick look in the vehicle?
Yeah.
So the car has a drugs marker, and the suspect has a drugs history too. But he doesn't seem at all flustered by the prospect of a search. But what's this that Mark's just found in the glove box?
Just so you're aware, mate, you're under arrest because of this, all right? You don't have to say anything about Mayhem defence. If you do not mention with questions something later on in court, anything you do say may be given evidence. Obviously, at the moment, it's for possession, OK?
Yeah.
I'm aware you have a caution already, don't you?
Yeah.
For that reason, obviously, you won't be able to get another one, so I have to arrest you and bring you in.
The driver hardly bats an eyelid as he gets arrested for possession of about 2 ounces of cannabis, with a street value of around £400.
When I opened the glove box of the vehicle, there was a quantity of herbal substance in here, which is cannabis. It's quite strong, it smells quite strong, so it's pretty much guaranteed it's what it will be.
The man later admitted possession of cannabis and received a drugs caution, as the ANPR van claimed another scalp. It's the early hours of a wintry morning in Essex. The sub-zero temperatures are keeping the roads and the criminals quiet. Out in the Evo 8 are Sean Gurney in the driving seat, and alongside him, Grant Snowy Snow. Suddenly, they're called to a job 7 miles away in Ongar.
We've just received a call. Somebody's phoned in. They can see 3 people in the car parking area to the rear of the house. One of them's just put a hood or balaclava on. Quite possibly it could be some of these millennium suspects or burglary suspects that we're looking for, breaking into a house late at night in order to steal the car keys and the cars.
Millennium is the code name for an operation started in the year 2000, which targets burglars who break into houses to steal car keys and then take the cars. Nowadays, it's the most common way to steal vehicles, especially ones of high value. But the car the gang's been spotted in is a modest Volkswagen Passat.
They're common old cars, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Who on earth would want to buy one of those?
Have I got a Passat?
It's a Passat.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, you're right.
Grant may well have a Passat at home, but tonight he and Sean are in the old Evo 8. Not as high-end as the new Evo 10, but still ideal for coping with the icy roads. It's rally spec with 4-wheel drive.
Slow down, we're nearly there. They're on the right-hand side.
Looks
there he
like
is.
they're walking along the pavement towards the restaurant, possibly.
As they approach the area where the gang has been seen, Sean turns off the blues. They don't want to scare the villains off. They soon spot 2 suspicious-looking men in the front garden of one of the houses.
Who's this? Get out. Yeah, get out and speak to him. I'll turn round.
Come over here, mate. Come over here. What are you doing? Stop there. What are you doing?
Come to get a lighter.
From where?
Walk around there to get a lighter.
What do you mean walking around there to get a lighter? Do you know anyone that lives in any of these properties? No? How do you know you're going to find a lighter here then?
I was going to go to the bus stop, seriously. Basically, we just got dropped off, innit?
Okay, have you got
The 999 call had come from a local resident who'd seen a gang in the car outside her house. So while Grant questions the two men, Sean heads off to look for it.
I need to find this Passat.
If I were to say that somebody has been watching you for the last 5 minutes, and all that time they've been on the phone to the police describing what you've been doing, then your story is going to be somewhat different to what you're telling me. No, it's not.
I'm telling you, that's impossible.
Because they called in 999 5 minutes ago and told us that you were loitering around with a car. One of you was putting a hood on over your head. You were walking around by the car, in the car park round the side there, and then you've walked round past the properties. That suggests to me that you're up to no good.
Right, I've got a black guy sitting near a house in a Passat.
Sean's found the suspect Passat and he makes sure it can't go anywhere.
Right, I'm reversing in so he can't actually move now.
You're in the middle of nowhere, walking around a residential property. What town are you in?
Ongar.
Ongar. How do you know you're in Ongar?
Because we told you, we got dropped off, we followed someone up here.
Right.
To go to the party, we just come back from the party, you get me?
Where's the party?
I don't know where the girl is, exact address.
It's all a bit suspicious, as is the fact that one of their woolly hats is in fact a rolled up balaclava with the eye hole showing.
Right, walk over there for me. Over there, over there.
Do you want me to get the informant to confirm that's the right vehicle?
Sean has stopped 3 other people around the corner in the Passat. It's not stolen, but it's a hire car. These are often used by criminals because cars registered in their own names get picked up by number plate recognition cameras, and a clean hire car doesn't.
I want some straight answers. Why are you round here?
I promise, I saw my mum's left from the line, I come for a lighter.
So why are you all sitting here then?
Just come to get a lighter, I swear to God.
No, why are you all sitting here?
Come to just sit here, smoke a cigarette and just chill.
You've come to sit in someone's carport outside their house smoking a fag. That just don't make any sense to me, mate. Yeah, I want a real reason why you're here. If it doesn't match their reason, then you're in trouble.
We've turned up because somebody who lives here seen this car pull up. The lad's hanging around outside. One of them's putting a balaclava on and things like that, so they're acting suspiciously. They've been here for about 5 or 10 minutes before we turned up.
I think we've just happened upon a proper millennium burglary squad here. Although they haven't done anything yet, they're casing this area to steal motors without any shadow of doubt in my mind at all. The guy in the driver's seat here has got 3 impendings for burglary and high-value car thefts, but they've got no reason at all to be around here at all, which is...
Parked in the back here. Because if they're walking around the front of those houses, their intention is to break into these houses, isn't it, and get the cars, I guess.
Yeah, have you got some ID?
Yeah.
Can you pass it to me? Have you got some as well?
While Sean checks the passenger IDs against the police national computer, Grant looks to have found a possible target for the gang.
I reckon this is the one they were after.
It looks like they found a gang of millennium burglars on the job. All of them have records for similar crimes, but there's nothing concrete to pin on any of them now, apart from a mask and gloves on one of the men found by Grant in the gardens. It's enough to charge him with going equipped to steal, but they can't do anything with the rest of the gang, apart from give them a good talking to.
As soon as we're done here, you go. Don't come back here unless you've got a valid reason. Don't put yourself in this position, because it does stink, mate. It really smells bad. Yeah. Your stories are rubbish.
I've seen you. Are you
They are really rubbish.
Oh, yeah, Channel 5, yeah. Catch me, yeah.
Not tonight, we haven't.
Catch me if you can.
All right, you get in there, and as soon as we've moved off.
Look after my friend, yeah.
Yeah, he will do. Just tell it. I know he's the least known out of all of you. Yeah.
The Interceptors have probably stopped a burglary taking place and a car being nicked. Before heading off, Sean and Grant decide to go back to the residents' car park to see if there are any more cars the burglars might have had their eyes on. And they make a surprising discovery.
Stolen.
Interceptors Sean and Grant are in Ongar, north of Brentwood. They stopped a gang of suspected car thieves but didn't have enough evidence to arrest them, so sent them on their way.
We'll leave that one. I just need you to go.
But before leaving the scene, they decided to check out the residents' car park to see which cars the gang might have been after, and found that a mini park there was stolen with false number plates.
Stolen. I bet this one's stolen as well.
And after a bit more digging around, Sean's eagle eyes spot another dodgy motor whose details don't add up.
Right, this is a stolen vehicle stolen from Metz in December, a police station, I believe. It's displaying a Mercedes-Benz registration on the tax, which is Oscar Delta Echo. On the vehicle, we have a different index, 59 Oscar Foxtrot Kilo. So you can't tell me the owner is not aware of the tax and that not being the same. And this has got no screw holes in it. It's probably stuck on with Velcro.
Obviously we came down here for these lads that were all acting suspiciously. One of them's been arrested at least because he had a mask hidden underneath his hat. We've come out, checked all the other vehicles in the car park to see whether or not any of those have been stolen or defrosted by these people that might have been trying to steal them. And in doing so, we've actually identified that at least 2 of the vehicles here are stolen and on false number plates. So they're going to have to be recovered.
The 2 stolen cars are in the numbered parking bay of one of the houses in the cul-de-sac. So Sean and Grant, along with a bit of backup, decide to see if anyone's at home.
Morning, we're coming in. Your Mercedes out the back.
Yeah.
It's a stolen motor vehicle, so I'm arresting you on suspicion of handling a stolen motor vehicle. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence. You don't mention when questioned something which you later on in court, and anything you do say may be given in evidence. Is there anyone else in the house apart from yourself?
My girlfriend's upstairs.
Your girlfriend, right. Any children?
Yeah, can I tell you it's not my car?
Right, doesn't matter. Are there any keys in this house to the Mini or the Mercedes that are parked out the back?
It's not my car.
It's not your car?
No, it's
right.
my girlfriend. She'll explain.
Right, OK. Are there any keys for those vehicles in this
You
house?
have to ask her. I believe there will.
Right, OK. Because you've been arrested and the stolen vehicles are here, we're going to have a search of the house to see if we can find those keys for those vehicles.
Okay,
Are there any other items in this house stolen or prohibited? I mean weapons, knives, guns or anything else? No. Right, OK. If you just come through here with me then.
I drive an Audi.
Right.
Can I just show you something? That's the keys to my car, and if you open that, there's pictures of my children.
OK, and these are the keys for the Mercedes right next to them?
Yeah,
yeah? Oh, right, OK.
If you look at that, open that up.
Right. Open this up?
Yeah.
OK.
It's pictures of my kids.
Right. OK.
They are quite obviously my keys, aren't they?
Yeah, they're your keys. Picture of you and your kids. Right next to the keys for the stolen car.
These are in the kitchen.
Yeah. I haven't found the Mini keys. That's for his Audi and that's for the Mercedes.
And while looking for the Mini keys, Grant makes another discovery.
Is this your controlled drug? I'm also arresting you on suspicion of possession of cannabis in your house next to your keys.
It's an unexpected find, but Grant still can't locate the keys to the stolen Mini until the man's girlfriend points him in the right direction.
You all right?
Yeah, what's it you're looking for?
Mini keys. Oh, they're in there, are they? Oh, right. Lovely, thank you.
Get these two.
Yeah, I'll take them out, mate.
Now they've got the keys, both the stolen cars are put on the recovery truck and the couple are taken in for questioning. All in all, it's been a good, if unusual, night's work for the Interceptors.
2 stolen cars recovered.
2 people arrested.
2 arrested, yeah.
And what we originally came here for, preventing someone else from stealing another car.
I mean, that is uncanny. We turn up to a job here with 5 known Millennium burglar type stealing high value motors. They're parked right here. We turn them over, one gets arrested, and we believe they were actually casing the house around the corner. And then I list the high value motors there just to check them out. And 2 of them turned out to be stolen. It would have been so easy just to leave straight after that job, but we did a little bit more legwork. I mean,
pat on your back.
Very much.
Can I have one?
No. Well done. Congratulations. We've got to do this now, haven't we?
Oh yeah. No, don't.